Hello everybody, today I'm here doing another team video, and for this time we're going for the biggest team possible in Disney Heroes Battle Mode. And if you don't know what that means, I'm basically just trying to get as many characters on the screen at once. I want as much pandemonium as possible, and that is why we're also bringing Dr. Bunsen and Beaker for our other characters, since there are only 3 trios we can add in. I figured this would be the best other one to bring in because when you're playing, he's spawning in, 5 beakers at the same time. So that's probably the best way to get even more characters on screen. And then we're going for all 3 of the trios. So here's the other one with Gerald, Marlin, and Nemo. Now this one does not take up as much space, but it is technically a trio, and that's the main idea behind these. And this is kind of a sequel to the other one I did of these. Here's Russell as well. And the only reason I'm bringing him in is because they're the newest characters, so I wanted to showcase them as well. Because I still need one more character after all of that. I wish there were more trios, then we could get an even larger team. So yeah, this should be fun. I hope the majority of the screen is taken up by this. It's a fun idea, I think. And yeah, maybe we'll still try to do a part 3 with just the rest of the duos and stuff, because there are a good amount of them still. I don't know if there's 5 left still, but eventually we'll probably get some more. So going into the normal chapter, let's load them all in. And the first 2 are pretty close to the front. And then there's no way all their names are gonna fit in the title either. I'm gonna have to. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll figure it out. I must have missed one, right? Gerald. Okay. Alright. So Gerald clearly takes up... Oh man, he takes up so much of the screen. Maybe I'll edit it a bit so they're closer together, because that's just such a huge gap. But anyways, Kevin is huge, what the heck? And Dr. Honeydew is just tiny. Okay. Alrighty, this is a very interesting screen here. Curious how it's going to work with Gerald taking up the majority of this one area. Alright, let's go in. The moment we've all been waiting for. How much is going to be on screen? Yes, keep bringing out the beakers. This is great. It isn't as crazy as I was thinking, but I mean, we still got the birds flying in, and we still got all these beakers running out and all the bear traps laid all over the floor. It's pretty funny. And they all contribute pretty well to just adding more on screen. I would say the one who contributes the least is probably Kevin and Russell, even though they're like really big, so I guess that kind of works too. I guess I'm probably going to call this biggest team or something. So I suppose that fits in with the theme. Kevin is just huge. But yeah, this is pretty fun. And they seem to be doing pretty well, I think. The beakers really work well as like just cannon fodder. And the other characters are all doing their thing. I know Russell has a healing ability. Everyone's got this purple thing. I don't know what that is. That might be... I don't think so. I was going to say I think it might be Kevin and Russell's thing, just because I haven't seen it, but I don't think that's them. I don't know who does it. Maybe it's Gerald, because I never bring in Gerald. I feel like they're doing well. Obviously this team up is not meant to go together. But I mean, they all seem to be playing some part. There are a lot of moves that these characters have where they just rush the enemies. Both Lock, Shock, and Barrel and Huey, Dewey Louie have it. And then the seagulls flying in as well. I don't think Kevin has that though, unfortunately. Maybe at the beginning, I don't think so. This is my first time seeing Kevin in game actually, so I really like her animations. Russell doesn't do all that. Oh my gosh. Kevin dies and then Russell just pats her head. We might lose this one. Don't let that deter you though. I still think it's a pretty good team. It's just like, we're not going to win everyone. I don't know if I've ever seen Bunsen's death animation. I liked it. Guess it's kind of weird to say you like it, but they did a good job with it, I guess I should say. This is pretty fun. I don't know if there is any other way to just make more craziness. I don't know if there's like a duo or a trio that not a trio, but any other duos we could switch out for like Kevin and Russell to make it more crazy than it already is. I really don't think you could. I mean, you do just have like the entire heroes side taken up, and with the Beakers. The Beakers, it's just like, that's what really does it. There are so many Beakers on screen, and there's constantly stuff happening, like people are dying and taking hits, so the screen is constantly stopping and stuff. The Beakers really help to add to the amount of characters. I almost was gonna just do someone else. I'm really happy I went with Bunsen. So let's see here. I mean, we're progressing. We did lose that one. So what do they do together? I mean, they do have a few status effects, and Russell does help to heal everyone as well, which is great. And then I know that Lock, Shock, and Barrel will pick someone up and kind of incapacitate them for a little bit, which can definitely help out the team overall to have one last person attacking for a little bit. Gerald has the seagulls flying in. I don't know what else Gerald does. What does he do? He barks. The bark must be that purple effect that we're seeing, because when he barked, it seemed like another one got added. I don't think we're going to be able to beat this one, but we might as well try. And we're probably getting too far into it now. Let's see. We probably gone too far. Kevin's death animation is so sad. I guess I should say as well, the Lock, Shock, and Barrel are placing down the bear traps, which is just helpful in general. And then we also have, I think Huey, Dewey, and Louie just give, well no, a couple other characters have attack up and speed up. I don't know what specifically is doing that. It might be Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I'm not sure. Well, Bunsen and Beaker still have it, so maybe not. Maybe Bunsen's doing it. I do believe this is the most amount of characters you can have on screen at once. If you were to max out all the Beakers, I guess. Which maybe we should go and do the chapter 16 one and see if we can get more Beakers out there. I guess you also need to have it tough enough so that you can get enough spawned out, but not too tough to the point where they're also dying. So let's go into this one. I don't know if this will work. But yeah, there are only 3 trios, and then you just pick a duo. I don't think any duos have any more characters. I don't know, if you want to be logistical, like Pocahontas brings in 2 like animal sidekicks. I don't know if you can count that really. They're usually not on screen at the same time either, and they don't take up much of the screen anyways. But technically that's one more character. don't know. But either way, this is a pretty big team. It may not technically be the biggest amount. And eventually it may be topped if there is another trio to come out or something. But it seems like they're doing pretty well, so I'm pretty happy with this team overall. I think this will be our last battle here, and then I'll call it good. But yeah, this one was fun. Sometimes we can do a team which is like, alright, the team did about average. Nothing great, nothing special. But this one, there, I think that was the most amount of characters you can have. I think only 5 Beakers can be on there. So that would be a good place to look if you want to see what it's like. I guess I can say that, like, the toys that spawn from Lock, Shock, and Barrel, maybe count towards that too. They at least fill up more of the screen. I forget what I was saying. Well, I think I was just saying that a trio may come out in the future, and then we'll be one character short of the biggest team. But I guess I don't think any character can ever top Bunsen and Beaker, I guess. Unless we get like the 7 dwarves all at once. But that was fun. They don't look well together at all on this screen, unfortunately. I might edit it a little bit just so they're a little closer together. I don't really know, but anyways, that was fun. The experiment was literally just to see what it's like to have as many characters on screen as possible, and I think we very well succeeded. So that was a pretty fun one. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon for another Disney Heroes team video. Goodbye.